Alright, 1 minute to show you tips and tricks about basic World of Warcraft roleplay. My name is Vekran, welcome to my channel, or to my profile if you're visiting on TikTok. Basically, what we have to note here is important add-on called Total Roleplay. We're gonna touch on these things later, but Total Roleplay allows you to create your own profile, such as this one. You can have multiple profiles. If you have a problem, like me, with multiple alt characters. But yeah, long story short, you have some basic information. You have your glances, OC notes, currently what your character is doing, and whatnot. Cool stuff. You have about where you can write a short story about your character. You don't have to do that, but that's something that you could do if you'd like to. And yeah, some basic advice if you're playing on Horde and you're having a hard time finding roleplay, you can do this: scan for characters. This is not really advised because you're coming out as a creep, but yeah, we see a bunch of characters right here in front of the inn. Let's see what they're up to. We're not gonna approach them because we don't have their consent to be in the video. We're just gonna fly around. Looks like they're preparing to go on adventure. They're all on mounts and stuff. So yeah, we're not gonna interrupt them. In our longer video on YouTube, I've already talked about Crimson Tusk. Great people. If you stumble upon them, try to get recruited. They're gonna guide you towards the right direction for World of Warcraft roleplay. Also, in our longer video on YouTube, we found out that there's something happening in Silvermoon City. Of course, a bunch of elves, but I have no idea what's going on there. I didn't want to approach anyone. I didn't want to interact with anyone because we were obviously recording. But yeah, for the, if it wasn't recording, I'd just approach literally anyone from the list and be like, hey, what's going on here? How can I get involved? And so on, but like in character, Basically, that's it for the Horde. And given that Horde roleplay is, well, slightly less than what Alliance has to offer, let's hop onto one of the Alliance characters just to show you what a current number of players in Alliance is. Right now it's 9 p.m. It's peak roleplay server time. So yeah, let's see what's going on there. As you may know, Argent Dawn Europe has a problem with, well, unbalanced factions. Almost all of the people are on the Alliance side because you have hubs such as Stormwind or other major cities where people gather. Basically what you saw right now in Silvermoon, but on steroids. That's often in Stormwind, even outside of the actual roleplay hours. So as soon as this loads up, I'm gonna go and scan for roleplay just to show you what's going on. Yeah, I spawned in the bank, doesn't really matter. And looks like my add-on is actually off, so we're gonna have to reload once again. Well, you live and you learn, right? So you have to set up multiple times. This is all written and recorded without script, so I'm sorry about that. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, slightly less than expected, but that means that most of the people are actually out there on adventure. Let's see in Highlands, what's the situation? Yeah, okay, fair. It is where it is. Still much more people than Horde side, but yeah. Alright, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.